Hey, 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 like us in the building was popping, my people. It's another day. I hope you guys are okay. As for me, I am good. We thank God for a new day. We thank God for this beautiful day. Okay, my people, today we are talking about Mr. Aloy, Agony, episode 2. Like, Ejike is really pissed. Ejike is really, really pissed at his parents. Based on what he explained to Munachi, he said his dad sent him to go and learn a trade, like to go and instead of going to school like his mates, his dad sent him to go and learn a trade, to what people normally say, to go and learn a handwork. Okay, yeah, a handwork. So he was pissed because he wanted to go to school, or he wanted his dad to sell a piece of land and send him abroad, and his dad was like, it's a taboo to sell a piece of land. And I understand, because in some villages it's not done. Like, they don't sell their land. They'll rather give you a land to cultivate, or give you a land to do whatever you want. But whenever you want to leave the village, you return the land to them, to the villagers, to the locals, the indigenes. So there are villages that they don't sell land. I'll take, for example, in my village, you don't sell land. They can give you the land to cultivate. If maybe you have a family, they can give you a piece of land, like, okay, you can build something that you can build, but remember, this is not your land. So if you have to leave, they'll collect back the land. So I can understand what his father was trying to say. But Ejike, to him, it was more like his father was selfish, because he said his dad had a lot of lands. He had a lot of empty lands, and he wanted him to at least sell just one so that he could go abroad like his friends and all the rest. So, and that another thing that makes him angry is the fact that they couldn't feed him properly. That his mother should be grateful that she even entered his house and even ate chicken, because they didn't give him that. And Munachi was like, Ejike, your parents could only give you what they could afford, at that time. I just thank God that as the way Ejike feel, at least he has a woman that is really human, that tries to balance him, by making him to understand that your parents could only give you what they had. You cannot be mean to your parents because they couldn't provide for you. That was what they had. They gave you what they had. So just be contented with that and be happy. But baby boy isn't having it, because he said even the name his parents gave him, Ejike, that Ejike meant somebody who has to struggle, a struggler, a fighter. And he was obliged to name himself Courage. Courage means somebody who will work hard to earn, and that was what made him to be where he is today. He said he had to toil so hard before he could come to that name Courage. He had to toil so hard, and that was when he realized that no, he has to name himself Courage because he's courageous and all the rest. Munachi, and I like the way Munachi's like tried to resonate him, because she was like, that's not enough reason for you to be this mean towards your mom, or to be saying these hurtful words against your parents, because it's not good. That's a very responsible and respectable girl. And he was like, I hope that woman is not spending the night here. And Munachi was like, what do you mean? Like, hey, she was like, this guy, you can't mean this, that your mother will not sleep in your house. Where will she go by this time of the night? And Ejike wasn't having it. Ejike had to drag his mom out of his house, threw her out, that he doesn't care. Wherever she wants to go, let her go. And I'm just happy because Munachi was not a part of it. She wasn't happy. So, and Ejike, his own is like, he wasn't given an opportunity to sleep on a bed. So if he wasn't given an opportunity to sleep on a bed, so what? Your parents didn't have it, and they gave you what they had. Ejike, your parents gave you what they had. You didn't expect them to go and steal to give you. Sure, they'll give you what they have. Besides, were you the only child they had? So you cannot be pissed at your parents that they didn't give you the education, they didn't give you the lifestyle. They didn't have. They didn't have themselves. When you see a woman that will scream that she has never seen 50,000 naira in her entire life, you have to understand that they didn't have. So because you didn't sleep on a bed, your mother cannot sleep in your house. Oh my God, this is not happening. So Ejike really got pissed and threw his mother out, based on the fact that he didn't sleep on a bed growing up, so his mother cannot sleep in his comfortable home. And I love the fact that Munachi was so pissed about it. She wasn't having it. She was like, Ejike, you have no right to do that. That's no excuse. You cannot do that to your parents. Like, she even tried to remind Ejike of how selfless he is and how nice, like the way he cares for people, despite all the pleading and everything. Despite all the pleading, everything Monachi said, that was Monachi's business. It had nothing to do with Ejike, because Ejike was not there. She's like, he was adamant. He was like, this is not my business. That woman is leaving my house. She's going, that, and she was happy about wanting the fact that he admitted that that was his mother. But why won't you treat her like as such, Ejike? I just thank God that Monachi is a kind-hearted woman who had a solution for Ejike's mom, because if not for Munachi, that mama would have spent the night in front of that door. I thank God she called her junior sister, who came and carried mama away. Even though herself, she was, to her, they ought to have mind their business, because if Ejike can throw his mother out of his house, they just had to stay away from it. But I just thank God for Munachi, because she wasn't having that. She's like, it's not on my watch. It's not happening. Ejike cannot throw his mother out. Then I'll sit down and be watching it. No. It's not happening. So thank God she got the solution, and I promised to send her 50K the next day to hold on her body while her sister will pay her transport. She used to send money to pay her transport as well. So mama was very grateful. I just thank God for that, And Ejike is something. Ejike is a handful, honestly. Ejike is a handful. At least his mother will have a place to spend the night and be comfortable, at least, in as much as she will really take a bad news back home. But that's not Ejike's problem. From the way I see it, Ejike, that's your business. It's not his business. So, well, anyway, this thing should be a lesson to all of us, to know that no matter what, so long as our parents are not trying to buy us, no matter what, we have to be okay with the lifestyle they gives us, because that's what they can afford. You cannot oblige them to give you a lifestyle that they don't have. They can only give what they have, honestly. Okay, they didn't give you the lifestyle you're living today because they didn't have it. They couldn't have had the opportunity to have that lifestyle, or they had the lifestyle, then they chose to be broke or to be living the way they were living. Ejike, come on, you should just understand that as well. And don't take it personal. Your parents could only give you what they could give you, and that's what they could afford. I don't know why you cannot understand this. Oh yeah, now my people, this is where we'll end this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first one to know whenever I post any new video. So this is my own review for Mr. Aloy's series Agony. So thank you so much, guys. Stay blessed. Bye, guys.